urging this criminal to stop. And yet he continued with a smirk and arrogant look on his face, because he knew, or at least believed, that at the end of the day, I'm going to get away with this anyway. So he made the decision there and then to kill George Floyd. That was premeditated murder. There's no other way to see that. Knowingly killing that individual and making a determination at that point that he was not going to remove his knees, even though the victim is telling him, I cannot breathe. Subsequently, he's been arrested and charged with third-degree murder. But that only happened after the uprising began and the buildings started getting burned, including the precinct, the police precinct, where those officers worked. All the 4 officers have been fired. And I understand there may be charges brought against the other 3 as well. And the charges should be upgraded to first-degree murder. And that's what needs to be occur. But let me also suggest why I think, beyond the ugly image of watching a man being slowly killed, why Minneapolis has been so explosive compared to other incidents. Because we did see, after all, another incident, remember in 2014, of a man also being slowly killed. And obviously that was Eric Garner in 2014 in New York City by a criminal named Daniel Pantaleo, who was also posing and masquerading as a police officer in a uniform with a badge and with a gun. And in that case, it took 5 years to fire this individual, Pantaleo, which is also a serious indictment on Mayor de Blasio and the establishment in New York City. And Pantaleo never faced criminal charges. But I bring that incident to show that why was the outrage, which was also manifest at that time, not as severe as what we're seeing in Minneapolis. In Minneapolis, I think it was a perfect storm, a combination of all the other intense pressures that was going on at the same time. And what are some of these? Well, to begin with, the Ahmaud Arbery case in Georgia, where this unarmed black man was chased by a father and son duo with another individual also following and videotaping the entire incident, just like a lynching, just like the case of George Floyd. It was a lynching. That one was a lynching as well. And then the McMichaels family. The father is a former police officer, also obviously another racist masquerading as an officer, and a former investigator with the prosecutorial department in the Georgia establishment where he worked. So the son gets out and he confronts this unarmed young black man, I believe it was 25, Arbery, with a shotgun, and proceeds to shoot him 3 times, and he kills him. And obviously there was a cover-up because the incident happened sometime in February. It was not until 10 weeks later that this father and son duo were arrested, and the individual who was also videotaping it was arrested a little bit later. And the cover-up would have never been revealed